Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact talk for Impact fans. Oh my God, it's so cold. Jim, it's 0 degrees in the Midwest. I can see my breath. This is oh, Jimbo, say hello. Oh God, it's cold. It's freezing. Jimbo, say hello to the people.
What's up, everyone?
Oh God, welcome back, everybody. It's all Nonstop Impact talk for Impact fans, right here on the Impact Lounge. This is Trevor, my co-host. Jimbo, say hello to the people. We're gonna heat it up, J-Bo. We're gonna heat it up, brother. It's goddamn 0 degrees in the Midwest, and we're about to heat the son of a bitch up because I cannot be sitting in a cold room like this, J-Bone. Not at all. I'm freezing. I'm freezing my ass off because I got to turn my heat off in order to do this podcast so it doesn't bleed into this microphone. J-Bone, how the hell you doing?
Whew. I am good, dude. We're just waiting on a certain scumbag to show up. He will be here any minute. In the meantime, I figured we'd jump into some news bits. What do you say, dude?
We do that. Let me just tell everybody why we're here. First, we are here to break down the February 11th, 2020 edition of Impact Wrestling live from Fronton, Mexico. We're going to get to that. But first, Jay's going to get to the news. J-Bo, take it away.
All right, time for the Total Nonstop Impact News. Bringing you
nonstop news?
Total Nonstop News. We're doing news 24/7. We got some news bits here. Covering the whole spectrum of the roster and all sorts of things going on in the world of Impact Wrestling. Number one on the docket for today, we want to wish a certain veteran in the locker room of Impact Wrestling a happy birthday today.
Happy 72nd birthday,
Tommy
Dreamer. He's 49 only. He's only 49.
Dreamer is 49. He's like a few years older than me. It's crazy. It's
crazy.
I would have thought he was like significantly older. It really freaked me out to learn that he's just like 4 years older than me. I was like,
Tommy Dreamer's been around like seemingly forever. And I'm like, you're only 49?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And he said on and folks, if you're not listening to David LaGreca in the morning on Sirius XFM, get yourself a 3-month free subscription somewhere. And
did you do it, Jay? Did you end up doing it?
Yeah, I'm thinking about subbing like just like $5 for like a month for like a year or something like that.
Nice.
Tommy Dreamer's on there. They're always talking about stuff in the world of wrestling. It's not always WWE. They talk about AEW. They talk about Impact on Wednesdays, reviewing it. They talk about everything. And it's just to hear his wealth of information in the industry and his opinions on stuff is just really fun to listen to. So yeah, happy birthday, Tommy Dreamer. Next little piece of news here. New on the Impact Plus app, site, if you will, whatever you watch it on your phone.
Please tell me it's a resume. Please tell me it's a resume watching section. Please, J-Bone. Please tell me it's a resume currently watching section. That drives me nuts that we don't have a currently watching or continue watching section.
No,
please,
it's not that.
Bitch.
But with I hear you. Yeah, it's not perfect, but there is a lot of fun stuff on there. There is a new addition on there. They have to play in with Sacrifice coming up in another week. They've got this Sacrifice collection on there. And on there.
Cool. Oh, I know it's on there. I know what there was a certain promo that was a lead into Sacrifice. A math promo. Is that what's on there? Oh, are you showing us?
Yeah, I'm showing you the site real quick. I'm not showing you footage. So I don't want to, because I don't want to, get us taken down or anything. But this is just the site. It's the Sacrifice collection that's on the front page. You click on it, and it's got TNA Sacrifice 2005 through 2016.
Very nice.
So pretty
was there
cool.
no sacrifice from 16 to 20? Hakeem
no,
Fullerton, where are you at? I need a critical sting. I need my data guys here.
It was a pretty tumultuous time. The last handful of years, on and off, different company things going on, ownership, all that kind of stuff. So, I think they got rid of a lot of the month-to-month special shows, some of the classics. From what I remember.
Cool. Very nice.
Now. Next piece of news. Yeah, so by all means, go there if you want to catch up on some sacrifices before next weekend. All right. Now,
what now?
This is concerning the
more news, huh? I missed all this news, J-Bone.
Yeah, I was looking for this earlier today.
Well, there was something for the TNA reunion show. Is that what you're going to talk about?
Yeah, right here.
All right, what do we got? There it is. That's the one I was waiting for. Look at that.
We got David Penzer, former ring announcer, is going to be at the TNA There's No Place Like Home show.
Good for him.
I did a little history on this guy, and look, like I've watched a lot of wrestling. I don't remember details like this, so my apologies to David Penzer for me not remembering you.
Oh, dude, David Penzer, yeah.
But I did some research, and I find out that he goes all the way back to the first Nitro.
Yeah, David Penzer was a long-time WCW ring announcer.
Eric Bischoff hired him. And he was at, it says in the notes and the site, that site that we get the results from.
Yep.
He was at every single Nitro.
He was. He also
is impressive.
He's also very famous, J-Bone, he was responsible for a lot of rookies getting their start on WCW Saturday Night. A lot of the young guy. He gave Scott D'Amore his first break as a WCW jobber, as a young kid.
Wow. Well, there you go.
He booked a lot of those guys. And not right now, if anybody's interested, David Penzer has an awesome podcast called Penzer Ringside. Great stuff. He's got a ton of Impact guys on there, a mixture of everybody. It's a really good. Yeah, I love his podcast. It's really, really fun.
I'll have to check that out sometime.
Absolutely check it out. David Penzer, man, and longtime TNA ring announcer. He was there for a long time.
He was there from I think it said 2006 to 2010. I think
6 to 10. Okay. Yeah, he said that Bischoff fired him randomly. So
isn't that funny? He brought him into WCW in the 90s and fired him from TNA. So hired him for his first and fired him.
The irony, huh?
That's crazy.
Sweet irony. But that's cool. That's the announcement this week. So we got some stuff going on, the announcements.
So that's not like oh my God, but it's a nice throwback. So yeah, so we'll be looking forward to
still plenty of time. Plenty of time. Very nice, J-Bone.
Let me get rid of this. I'm trying to get rid of these as
more news. You have more news?
Yes, I have.
I missed all this news.
It's okay.
Where did I miss all this news?
It's okay. Screen share.
While you're pulling that, I'm going to say hello to some people, or do I have time? Or you want to pull that up first?
You know what? There's before we get into the last two bits of news.
Oh God!
There he is!
Oh jeez! Oh,
what's up, everybody? The scumbag on time.
Almost.
Look at this fancy. Look at this. He was a t-shirt and jeans shithead at one time, and I was wearing an Ace Austin Danger Wife t-shirt. Look at this cool vest. $30 hat. What's his hoodie? Where's his hoodie from?
I was trying to dress like what you were wearing. You said Austin 316, so I wore my Undertaker shirt. I misunderstood you. I apologize.
Yeah, I was listening to the show before I got on, and I see J-Bone all bundled up, Trent all bundled up. You guys are cold or something?
Dude, it's 0 degrees in the Midwest.
I don't want to hear that shit. I'm the one in the garage right now. You guys are inside.
I'm wearing my.
It's negative
-1.
That's
negative
pretty
one.
cold. Okay, that's pretty cold.
I'm wearing a Sammy Callahan signed talent T-shirt. You guys ever see the shirt that he did?
Nice.
This is a rare thing he did to combat David Young's independent T-shirt, or not David Young, David Starr. David Starr.
Is that what that was? Okay, I heard something about that in the news. Yeah,
he was feuding with David Starr at AAW and whatnot, and then online. So that was his shirt. But cool. All right, let's say hello to a few people.
Got the lounges
let's
up
get
in
some
here.
comments up. Lounges. The gang's here pretty late, Kyle. They waited for you.
Skywalker is in the lounge. Mir.
All right, let's see what we got here. Colby Cooper's in the house. Mir Neeson, Eddie Peligro, Aaron Jack, Hakeem Fulton, Paul Nelson, Critical Sting, Millard Harris, Kill Steel, Aaron Jack, Paul Nelson. Did I say Paul? Sid Bones in the house. Flame 9118. Everybody's Mir Neeson. Everybody's here today. Look at this. Global Wars. Who's Global Wars? He's eating Oreos. Whoever Global Wars is eating Oreos.
Oh, yeah.
My comments are frozen from 5 minutes ago. I apologize.
Oh, my
Millard
God.
Harris, hell's frozen over. Scumbags on 2 shows in a row.
Bill Gardner's in the house. Front row Bill in the house.
Row
Look
Bill.
at this, man. Beautiful. The gang's
Sorry,
here, man.
guys.
Thank you guys for staying late. That's all right, Jay. I'm running them off here. We're
30. We got 30 strong. All right, we got 2 more bits of news. Really,
all right. Jay will finish with news.
really cool stuff here.
All right. Tim Bischoff in the house.
We've got a really fun one and a real serious sentimental one. All right.
Oh shit.
Check this out. What is one of the biggest things you do that you can celebrate when you're a professional wrestler?
This is a trick question. This is
No,
biggest thing you do to celebrate?
This is sincere. Like when you become a professional wrestler and something happens to you while you work in a company, what are some of the biggest things you can celebrate, honestly, for some people?
Title win, your first title win, contract signing.
That's one. Yeah. Okay. How about
contract signing?
How about getting your own action figure?
That's pretty cool. But I was thinking more about the Rizats.
Rizats and the Pizzles.
Yeah, but that's not something you throw all over social media,
Swingman, Daddy.
Oh,
but
Swingman, definitely.
You got swing.
One half of the tag champs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Figures Toy Company announced today. Actually, this was announced a little bit ago, but here we have the example of the card.
The head, I think I saw too. Look at that.
Some of the current stuff that he's wearing. So you can take the jacket off, and that's what the stuff he's going to look like. And that's the head. How about that? Look at this. That looks
just like him.
It does. That's one of the best ones. I gotta say, that's one of the best ones that they've had.
Wow, that is pretty spot on.
Now we don't have a date on this. We're hoping that they're this far along. This will roll out maybe spring, summertime. I'm hoping.
Looks like it's near ready. So good for him, man. Did we lose the scumbag? Where'd he go?
Oh, where'd he go? Did we lose him again?
He's gone.
Trying to.
Oh man, that was it. That's all we got.
Must be pretty cold in the garage if we lost him.
He messaged us, guys. What's he saying here? I gotta see what he said. What happened to him? It's his Wi-Fi. All right, guys, he'll be back in. He'll be back in. Let Jay finish his news. We'll wait up for the scumbag to get back in.
Running in.
All right, let's see what we got.
Okay,
what's the last piece of news?
This stuff. Last piece of news. This one got me choked up. This is legit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So
are we displaying? We're gonna display something. Let's take a look what we got here. Emotional. I don't want to sadden anybody here, J-Mo.
No, dude. This is tears of joy. Edwards and Alicia Edwards announced in addition to their family, they announced that they adopted a little girl this week.
Yeah.
I
knew they were raising a little girl. I had heard, I don't know the whole story. The only thing I had heard was they took her in after somebody passed, or she was related to Alicia. I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate too much. I just, in passing, I
haven't heard anything. I don't know any details. I just saw this online, and I was like, oh my goodness.
It's really nice. That's really cool, man. I knew they had a little girl, and I knew that it wasn't that they were raised in a little girl. I didn't know too much of the story behind it, but that's cool. Look at that, Mama and Papa.
Says you are
Pop,
more
Mama,
than
Papa
we ever expected, and better than we ever imagined. And
cute.
There's a personal little photo. Yeah, the little girl is just adorable. Little
poopy.
Yeah.
Little
That's
poopy.
Adorable.
Very nice. Congrats to the Edwards.
Yeah, congrats to them. That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Very nice, man. Very cool. All right. J-Bone, that's all the news?
Yes. All right. Did my shit unfreeze now? Okay, it did unfreeze. All right, let me throw a couple
of kind of squeeze us back here until the scumbag comes back in. Get us back to get to that. Get us back to full screen until he comes back in here. J-Bone, do me that favor.
Right. How's that?
Not just you full screen.
Sorry.
Both of us full screen.
My bad.
All right, there we are. Okay, I feels a little warmer this way to me. Okay. Beautiful. All right. You want to read some Impact needs some action figures and video games? Absolutely. Hakeem Fullerton. They had them. We're going to get them under the Impact brand. This will happen. It's a different market now, though. The toys are definitely huge sellers. You gotta gotta get those toys out.
Merch is getting big again. Just with the popularity and all the different stuff going on in wrestling, all the joke about AEW being a t-shirt company. No, they're not just a t-shirt company, but they're selling an absolute shit ton of merch, So, stuff like that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a real thing nowadays.
Do me a favor, Jay. Display that comment by Dustin Demon. I want to read that out. Trent, have you heard of former Shimmer champion Madison Eagles? I have. I've seen her in Shimmer several times here in Chicago. I always liked Madison Eagles. Not sure why she hasn't had any tryouts or breaks. I'm not really sure what her status. I think she still lives down under in Australia. I think that could be part of the issue is that flying around, maybe. I'm not sure. So she's great though. Jay, have you seen Madison Eagles?
Talking about Shimmer. No, I know. I might have seen her, but
she's good, man.
It's no one I saw like on a regular basis. I might have seen her once or twice in a match or something. Yeah. Display
this comment by Hakeem about the ages. I want to read this one. This is interesting. This is a cool one. No, a little above that one. There's one he's pointing out the age of the Impact champion.
Oh, yeah. He displayed this before we went live. So he redisplayed it. This is
fun fact. The age range for current Impact Wrestling champions ranges from 22 to 32. Ace is 22, Tessa 24, Jordan 23, Ethan and Josh at 30, Josh at 32. It's a young crowd.
It is.
The old guys are serving a purpose, but this is a young crowd, man. Look at that. Look at your champions.
It's a great, that's a great future of your company right there. It really is.
No doubt about it. It's a fresh young company, man. Very cool. All right, Jay, let's get into the review. Well, Scumbag will pop back in when he's ready to go. We'll get on with the review.
Keep an eye out for him. Yeah,
we will. Guys, fronts in Mexico. This is the last one from Mexico. We're heading to Las Vegas after this next week. Las Vegas, Jay, which I heard was sold the fuck out. Tapings in Las Vegas were hot, guys. They were sold out to the rafters. I want to know, were you there? I didn't know if you were traveling. I'm sure he went out for this. But Bill's in the chat. I want to know, Bill, were you there? And sure as hell, front row in that capacity crowd. I saw pictures. It looked amazing, Jay. So I can't wait to get to next week. But guys, we opened up with the
crowd was kind of dark, so it was kind of hard to tell. But I saw pictures from the crowd, and it looked nice and full. So yeah.
Oh man, that's a critical thing saying that turned people away in Vegas. That's beautiful, man. Very cool. All right, guys, we opened up with Eddie Edwards and Michael Elgin. This is in the best 5 series. This is match number 2. Now, keep in mind, a little factoid, guys. Match number 3 is taking place tomorrow in Dayton at the Pro Wrestling Revolver Show. It's going to be taped for Impact. Yeah. Going to be taped for Impact. So if you're in Dayton, around the Ohio area, go check that out. You can get a little jump on that match.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where they slide that match in with the tapings they just did in Vegas.
I'm curious. where that falls in too.
Very curious. There he is.
God damn it!
Back.
BQ's got to give us a raise, man. Having issues with the internet connection. Times are tough, man. Things are shoddy
Times are
around
tough.
here.
That's okay. That's okay. We just started. We were going to start. We started off, guys. Elgin and Eddie Edwards, best of 5 series, match number 2. This was a proverbial slobber knocker, boys. They beat the shit out of each other. Like, the shit out of each other. Like, everything looked like it hurt in this match. Total pain. I loved it. I mean, if this is what we're going to get for 5 matches or whatever it might be, I'm in. This is hard-hitting, Japanese style, slow, build, power move, beat the shit out of each other. But this was a nice little twist, man. I didn't expect it, but Edwards, at Elgin versus kind of ducks the Boston knee party, throws Eddie into the turnbuckle. Elgin with the Elgin bomb cover and picks up the win on this one. This was unexpected. Kyle, let's start with you on this. You an Eddie Edwards guy or Michael Elgin guy?
I'm a big fan of both of them, and I gotta say, these two, they just have classic after classic. I am fortunate enough to have witnessed it live and in person, the classic they had at the Melrose Ballroom just a couple weeks ago. Another banger. These guys just go out there and tear the house down.
Yeah, you saw the one where it was like open the show, like impromptu, right?
And I'm sure things got cut for TV. Seeing it in person, nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Very cool, man.
And you've said it before on the show, Trent. Something about Michael Elgin and Eddie Edwards as well. They just great matches after great matches, week in, week out.
You don't have to worry about them. That's what I would say. If you need a good match, you can put these two in and guarantee. Jay, what'd you say, man? Are you Elgin for this one?
Always a bangerama.
That's pretty much
always a bangerama.
Bangerama.
Always.
What do you got for this one, Jay? Are you an Elgins or Eddie guy?
God, I'm really torn because I love the fact that they gave a guy that's been a company guy for so many years now, like Eddie Edwards, the cup that gives him a future chance. And then you got a guy like Michael Elgin who has come in and has just absolutely tore the shit out of the roster impressively. I mean, I was a fan of his going back to, you can't see it because of how the screen is, but back to when he was in Ring of Honor and he was right before he was champ back then. God, and to see him just blowing up, and I mean, honestly, he was doing so good. I for a while I wanted them to beat Cage, and so I'm loving both these guys. So I'm really torn. I'm just happy we're getting a best of 5 series, and I'm on the edge of my seat through the whole thing,
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, one more for Cage, and that's it. He's got the cup. Obviously, this is wrestling, and that wouldn't be fun.
I mean, the odds are not going. What's interesting is, you always see him do this guy won. Oh, now the other guy won. Oh, now this guy won. And now the other guy won. Oh, now who's going to win the last one? No, this series obviously is not going like that.
This is fun, man. I like that they're just beating the piss out of each other. I like seeing that kind of match in 2020. That's fun.
And the crowd seemed to be into it.
Yeah, well, Michael Elgin, he builds and he builds and he builds. It's like slow. Then it's just explosive,
It is.
Kind of like Kyle's love life.
Oh, taking shots. Taking shots at this scumbag. Come on, Trent.
You're supposed to be ready with this
lucky like you. Don't worry, Trent. Once we get into the segment in this show where Moose is getting a massage, I got it on you, man. You're getting it.
Damn it.
And I know when you saw that segment, you thought the same thing, but we'll save that for when we get there. Keep your jokes to yourself, pal.
I'll be over here.
She said she was out of town. She said she was out of town on business. And
that's what I'm saying. There was some footage that they got left on the floor,
And it's officially Valentine's Day now.
It is. It sure is. I should wish her a happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, exactly. There's a whole lot of that going on, boys.
Whole lot of boing.
A whole lot of boing. We get a video package hyping up the Tessa and Jordynne match. Taya and Jordynne match later tonight. So I like this already. I like the recap showing me what kind of build we had to this, what led up to all of it. So it's getting us right. I love when they do that throughout the show. That's always good to me. Remind everybody why we're here. Gabby Lorenz backstage outside of Taya Valkyrie's locker room. to get a word with the champion before a match. She's asked if she's ready. Taya's appalled that you would ask such a question.
La güera loca.
And she's always ready.
Always.
She's always ready. She says no one believes she can achieve what she's achieved at Impact, and each time she's proven them wrong. So tonight she's gonna do it all by herself. All by herself. Just her. Knowing what happens, you know, it's like it's kind of bittersweet seeing Taya all awesome like this. You know, I'm already missing her. Too much point for the buck. All right, next match, guys. Madman Fulton and Daga. Madman Fulton and Daga. All right. Who is a man in the chat? I want to hear. I love Madman Fulton. I think he's awesome. I know, Jay, you're a Madman Fulton guy. Kyle, are you a Madman Fulton dude?
Monster. Guy, well, dude, I'm an OVE mark. I'm not wearing my OVE shirt
That's
right
true.
now, but without question.
True.
Without question.
I love Fulton. I think he looked like a star coming out. I tweeted this to him. I think coming out, he looked fantastic. He looked like a star. Damn it, Paul Nelson. He looked like a star coming out. I think he's got new gear. He's got the dyed black hair now. The guy, and he's marching around. I feel like in Sammy's absence, he's taken on a leadership role with OVE. I feel like he's the guy. Jay, what do you say?
Sammy's not there to reel him in. Period.
Right. So he's unhinged.
He finally has the chance to I wanna break free, as the Queen song says. And he is just running crazy over this roster now. And I'm absolutely loving it. Because at some point, with all those times that Sammy reeled him back in, I'm like, there's going to be a point where I was like, either he's not going to be there or he's not going to be able to do it anymore. And guess what, folks? We're getting to that point now. And it warms my heart to see him after kind of a bad streak of losses, you know, in the whole realm of things leading up to this. He's got a couple wins under his belt now, so tremendous. Happy for him. I mean, yeah, you could call him the biggest heel on the roster, the biggest as far as size
in size for
heel.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm happy for him. I mean, it doesn't take anything away from Daga. Daga is incredible. He's going to get some gold this year. I guarantee it.
I think the X Division title is definitely looking at Daga at some point. But dude, Fulton, Kyle, I think he looked awesome, man. I think this guy finally, after getting beat, I think now he's coming into his own, dude. This is it. This is finally it for Fulton, man. Turning the corner. My question is, you can't sit on a guy who looks like that for that long. You can't sit on him. I've been trying to get him back in AAW. I mean, Nurse Nicole is constantly trying to get him at AAW again, or not even again, just at least once. And they're not biting.
To get him for what?
For wrestling, goddammit. For wrestling.
That monetization, J-Bone. Flip the switch.
I was gonna say, let's not do that. I was gonna say, yeah, Alicia's not here. She hated that last week.
Oh, it's a classic. I'm sorry, boys. It's a classic. Oh,
last week
I got muted. I was muted.
This was a good match, though. This is a good match. A lot of back and forth. Pile driver by Fulton. Fulton takes the win, man. Big win for Fulton, beating Daga in Mexico. But Daga's interesting. He's like, he's got the size of a luchador, but he's not literally a lucha style wrestler. So you expect him to be flying more, but he's not. But dude, I thought he held up pretty good against Fulton. But this was fun. This was a great match. I enjoyed it, guys. I really liked it. I was happy Fulton took it.
Daga.
There was a comment.
Daga was this close to beating him, and then as Matthews likes to say, the Jackals showed up.
The Jackals did show up. OVE, Kyle, your kind of people.
Oh yeah,
they don't ride alone.
No,
they don't.
They're wolves. Traveling packs.
Kyle, you ever been to Ohio?
Family.
No, I have never been to Ohio.
It is a state full of OVE, basically.
You've been to Ohio?
Several times.
Okay.
It's basically like if you imagine a state full of juggalos, you know, and pirates and scallywags.
Sounds like my kind of place.
That's what I'm saying. You fit right in. You should go to Ohio someday. Totally.
Indeed.
I saw a comment from Kill Steel saying we need AR Fox and Impact. I know he was on the radar. I can say this for a fact. He was on the radar.
I've seen him at live shows right here in my town a million times. Super talented.
He's a regular at AAW too. Yeah.
I became a fan of his in Lucha Underground, and then after that went away after 4 seasons, he jumped in Evolve with a pretty big crew of people, a bunch of his students down in Florida, and I think he's got his own dojo down there or something. And so I'm a little surprised that NXT hasn't swooped him up yet, as they did Ricochet, because I'm like, oh, if Fox and Ricochet are going at the same time, and they didn't, and I'm really kind of surprised. But not everybody goes from Evolve to NXT. Look at how many didn't. Paige, one half of the tag champs. Darby Allin, fire on AEW, and that's just 2 examples.
Fox has something kind of working against him. I don't know if you guys know about you guys know about this, right? The porno thing.
Yeah.
That, yeah. So Fox is in some. He's done some porn, some what you wouldn't expect. It's very homosexual porn, but really graphic or something, and that works against him, man, because it's on everything. It's out there. So I think that works against him a little bit.
I've never even seen anybody talk about it. I mean,
it was buried for a long time, but it came up.
Not that I want to find it, but I'm just saying,
there's a comment. There's a comment here I want to read by Fox in the Hole, man. That's it.
Come on.
I wanted you to put up Millard Harris's comment. Put that up. Look at that. I think it'd be interesting if the leader of ICU was JT Davidson. Now, you guys familiar with JT Davidson? He's Sami Callihan's manager on the Indies.
I'm familiar.
OV's manager.
Ohio is for killers.
Yes. I believe he stepped away for a little bit from the business. That's the problem. But he was great. JT is awesome.
Hey, in the comments, Psycho Sid Bones was saying, talking actually about OVE and Juggalos. Trent, did you know? Well, Psycho Sid Bones wrote that OVE are Juggalos, but Trent, were you aware that Jake Christ and Dave Christ were the ring riders in JCW?
Wait, they were?
Yeah, I just found that out the other day. I had no idea.
Jake at last
tidbit AEW, for you.
Jake at the last AEW was wearing a great Malenko hoodie, and I go, "Oh shit! What up, Juggalo?"
Dope, man.
That's cool.
Whoop whoop, indeed.
Whoop. All right, man. So Fulton with the win. Moose is in the back getting a massage. Go ahead, Kyle. Just go ahead and take it from here.
No. Moose is in the back getting a massage, and Moose delivers us a new soundbite. Now, if you've been following the show for a long time, you're familiar with the old classic
"In my ass."
That's a staple of the show here. Now, on this segment here where Moose is getting a massage, where he's rudely interrupted by Rhino, while Moose is getting the massage, he says,
"In my ass."
So we have a new one. We have 2.0, In My Ass, the 2020 edition.
I can't believe we got a new In My Ass.
We have a new
In My Ass.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
In my ass.
And he's getting a massage. He asks the masseuse to massage his ass.
It's the remix. In my ass.
He's like, I got a little pain back here. I got a pain in my ass.
In my ass.
So he gets and then you see these hands move the masseuse away, and it's Rhino, and he slaps him down, and he's like, man, a little rough. And then it's Rhino just manhandles him, beats his, and then Rhino. You have a Rhino soundbite too, Kyle. Let's put that one up. Rhino manhandles him.
Like I said, Moose was rudely interrupted by Rhino, and when I'm watching Impact, I always keep the ears open for funny little sound bites, things. It's my job. It's what I have to do. And job. Rhino said something funny that I just had to grab that I'm going to use all the time. This is going to be a staple of the show in the future, I think. The Rhino lets this one out, gives us this gift.
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn,
That's
Kyle,
perfect.
you never show up to the show. You're always late.
I don't give a damn.
I don't.
Jay, why don't you do something for me while you're while we're getting through everything? Can you get ready the ICU barcode? I want to put up for people to scan it up while we're on the air today too.
Kyle, you killed the monetization.
I
don't give a damn.
I know.
I scanned it right before we went live because I was rewatching it, so everything was fresh in my senile ass head. There's nothing new on this site. It's the same as last week. So
yeah, I did see that. I went to it too, and I thought maybe I missed something. But for anybody who hasn't seen it, you can go ahead and scan. But yeah, it's on the Reality is Lost Twitter. Check that out. All right, next match, boys. This was fun. Kyle, you need a soundbite of Fallah Bahh with the no-no-nos and the ba-ba-bas.
Good call. We need some Fallah. There's a serious lack of Fallah in the sound bank. That'll be my homework. That'll be my homework. I've got a lot of stuff in the bag of tricks. All
right. Next one's good, guys. Ethan Page with Josh in this corner taking a Fallah Bahh with TJP. Dude, what is it about Fallah that he's just so lovable? I think everywhere he goes, people love him.
Fallah.
He loved Fallah. Like Mexican fans love Fallah. They loved him. He's just so lovable. The guy can move too. And the ba on the head is so over and it's so simple. It's so perfect.
He's got some new fresh gear courtesy of TJP.
Look at that gear, man.
What did they call it last week? Hot soup?
Hot soup. He goes, look at this. This is hot. Kyle, I need that soundbite too from 2 weeks ago. I want TJP going, this is hot soup. That's one of my new favorite sayings.
Some of my homework.
Soup. Great little soundbite. Pretty bad, quick back and forth match. Not too long, guys. This was a lot of fun. Fallah gets the win. This was a huge win, man. They're setting up the North. This was great. They're setting up the North versus TJP and Fallah, the Filipino bros. They're basically, setting up a new contender for them to take on. But dude, that's a huge win for Fallah Bahh. I didn't want to see him lose. I didn't want to see him lose. Big win.
Deserves it. At this point, Trent, we always go back to this. Our favorite episode, one of our favorite episodes. We'll do a podcast with our top 10 favorite episodes of Impact of all time. One of our favorite episodes was Fallah versus Austin Aries. How it ran through the entire show. Such a great episode. Take your Impact Plus listeners. Go rewatch that.
Never forget that one.
It's a great one. But Fallah deserves it. This is Fallah's time. Fallah needs some gold. He's earned it.
Oh, absolutely.
The people love him.
I wouldn't mind.
I want to address this real quick. The question from Dead Punk H says, can Sammy use his Jeremiah Crane name from Lucha Underground? No, unfortunately, I'm going to guess that he can't. I'd have to do, off the top of my head, I'm going to say no, but it depends if Hollywood still has the trademark.
I don't know. I'm wondering if
that might
be
in the public domain at this point.
Could be.
It might be. I'd be shocked if he went back to something like that, because then you're going into something really.
No. Why would they change his name? Natural. Keep him to Sammy Callahan. I think that's ridiculous. Keep him to Sammy. Why would you do that?
He's Sammy Callahan. You got to keep him Sammy Callahan.
You have to.
I think personally, guys, I got to say, I think. Everybody, it's easy to say it's Sammy. I don't know if it's Sammy. I'm saying it's not Sammy. I'm really thinking it's not Sammy Callahan. It's too easy.
Thumbs down.
It's too easy to say. Thumbs down to that guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does everybody think it's Sammy? Is it like universal? Everybody thinks it's Sammy?
No, that was your thumbs down. That was you giving the thumbs down.
I just don't. I think it's too easy to say it's Sammy. I just feel like it's too predictable.
No, I want to see somebody new. I want to see a debut, if you will.
Backstage boys. Backstage
boys. Oh, gentlemen. God. Don't remind me. Basil.
He's still around, Kyle. Your arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Still
the
around.
The rivalry can reignite at any moment. Many loungers, many listeners have called for a return, but Basil's scared, man. He doesn't want to come back. I ran him off the show. I did.
You might have a new target that's from my life, Cal. Referee Nate Speckman is a listener of the show.
Yes.
Referee Nate who refereed Motown Showdown.
Okay, I'm familiar.
And No Surrender.
Yeah,
he's the one who took the gore from Rhino through a table.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Referee Nate might be your next nemesis.
Why?
He'll fight you back.
Why do we have beef? I don't know the guy.
Just because you're scumbag. That's what you do.
Because I'm a scumbag?
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do, Kyle.
I guess.
This is Kyle versus Basil Concrete Jungle match at Rebellion. So shit. Unbelievable.
As long as Johnny Swinger is my manager with the Fuji dust and the Nux.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
I fucking popped at that.
The Fuji powder, yeah.
The Fuji dust.
Fuji dust, yeah.
Father Mitchell's in the back, guys, talking to Havoc, and he runs into Susie, and he's like shocked. He's ecstatic that she's back to being Susie. She's okay. And he says, "Come with me. We're all one big happy family." And then they walk off, and she's like, "I'll be right there." And she like puts a rope over her shoulder, and she gets the flashbacks. So they've become one, boys. They've become one. Susie and Sue are Sue back to one, man.
She can transform like that. That's terrifying.
Oh yeah. She can lead the people in as Susie, then flip the switch.
I think Josh just about shit himself on commentary. He's like, "Wait, she can do what?"
That was pretty creepy. So what did not get shown on Twitch, guys, was the next scene where
that was held from Twitch, really?
Twitch took this out because I mean, look at
the best part. That was the best part. I'm sick of the sensitive people. I'm sick of it. Never happened to people getting hung. It's good.
They're back. They're back to. They come back, and Su Yung, full gimmicked up in Su Yung, Undead Bride, is dragging Father James Mitchell around the throat with a rope, and then she chokes him the fuck out, and she kills him.
Wait, what did they take off of Twitch? This?
Father James Mitchell.
Hold that music. Because it's not really.
That's
they took off the choking out of Jim Mitchell. They took it off of Twitch. It would not air on Twitch. You can't air it on Twitch. It's a murder.
The Twitch neckbeard crowd would be a little.
Look what they did on the sex thing. Yeah, you can't do it.
So they allow
Feathers
Katie
would be
Forbes to twerk her extra large tuchus all over the ring. Yay!
No, listen, it took it off, but the best part of it was, I love this. Kyle, you had to have popped for this. Jim Mitchell gets choked out. He wakes up. And he's like, the undead realm.
Oh,
he's like,
fantastic. The music.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
I fucking popped. I was like, he starts smirking a little bit because he's like, I'm like, this is home for him. What do you mean, Daddy's?
Trent, does that mean he's gone and written off and we'll never see James Mitchell on Impact again?
No.
I don't want that, you know?
No,
you can go to the Undead Realm. The Undead Realm is a place.
It's not going to. They have to go and get him back. Havoc's to go get him back.
Exactly. We've been down this road before. But James Mitchell.
For now.
Rest in peace. Another death on Impact Wrestling. Trent, you got to give Impact its props. This is the only wrestling show where people are dying. People are dying. From Alley to people are dying. The only wrestling show where you're going to get this type of entertainment, people.
I love it. I love they kill people on this show. Like, they actually kill people.
Yes, Father James Mitchell. It was a good run. But I hope we see him again. But he's home now.
Don't cry for me. I'm already dead.
He loves it there.
He does.
Why would we cry for him? He's a bad manager.
He's a shoot satanic minister.
Yes, he's a bad man. He's a great manager, but he's a bad evil man. We can't. It's not an honorable death. He had it coming to him. He was a scumbag. I do love the guy.
Can I tell my Jim Mitchell story? My Philly one. I have two. For the people who might be new in the chat. I think I've told this on the show before. I got to tell new people in the chat.
Trent, you should shave your eyebrows like him. I think that would be a good look for you.
Like put them up?
I think that would be a good look for you. Maybe we could do a bet. We could bet on matches, and that would be one of the the challenges. If you lose, you got to get the James Mitchell eyebrow.
Shave the head.
Yeah.
Shave the head.
Well, that's the new look. Yeah. You got to shave the head.
You got to shave the head. But no, listen, I'm Philly. I'm at the ECW arena for those tapings, right? Or last year. And there's this long industrial street. And I'm walking. There's like a little strip mall at the end of it. Then this long street. Then the ECW arena is in the middle of nothing. So I'm walking down the street, me and Nurse Nicole, and we see this figure in red walking towards us. Like, I'm talking full gimmicked up, man, just walking. And I'm like, wow, that is an ominous sight. And he walks and we like come face to face, and he's like, we're like, hey, Jim, how you doing? And he's like, let me ask you a question. Where the hell can I get some goddamn beer around here? And I was like, oh, the store that way. And he's like, how far is it? Now, he's in full Jim Mitchell gimmick.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, about 3 blocks. He goes, oh, shit. Well, I really need a drink. And he just starts walking away. I'll see you guys later. And then he just disappears into the distance.
Looking like satanic pimp he is.
Dude, exactly. He's a satanic pimp.
It's not a character. It's real. That's him.
That's him, man.
It's not his costume. That's his daily outfit.
It's fantastic. I think Jay, are they still looking? They still have that GoFundMe for his daughter going on? His stepdaughter?
I'm sure she's in the midst of treatment. So yeah, please go to James Mitchell's Twitter page. He's
Sinister Minister
It's
Real.
Probably pinned at the top of his Twitter.
Yeah.
So
we'll repost that on our Twitter after the show.
Yeah. We'll do it again for sure. Definitely help out the stepdaughter. She's going through some cancer stuff. It sucks. She's super young, so
yeah,
she's real close with the minister. So definitely help him out.
Yeah.
All right, so he's back in there. Vengeance is nearly complete.
Gotta support family.
Yes. 4th match of the night. This was goofy, guys. This was Joey Ryan and Rob Van Dam, the sleazy standoff, as they're calling it. And this was a lot of it was sleazy as shit. I'll let Kyle take this one. This was
a lot of sleaze. Whole lot of sleaze, Trent.
Whole lot between the two.
Match. My type of match.
I mean, Joey doing his thing. RVD and Katie Forbes doing it. RVD's disgusting.
Making out, having a hookup sesh. Ringside.
PDA everywhere.
Oh, man. And that wasn't pulled from Twitch? Like J-Bone?
No. Well, the other thing was, that's what got him kicked off for 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to answer.
Discretion advised warning on Access TV.
I got to answer. It was. I got to answer a quick question. Quick question in the chat. Dustin Demons question. Jake, put that up, please. I got to answer this real quick.
J-Bone, get on it. I want all these comments on screen.
Whatever happened to Mikey Whipwreck? Guys, Mikey Whipwreck and Jerry Lynn have an amazing podcast together called Front Row Material. It's awesome. He still takes indie dates here and there. Mikey Whipwreck is the man. He is fucking hilarious.
He had a good run with Sinister Minister.
Dude, have you listened to this podcast? Have you listened to Front Row Material?
A couple times. I know you're always putting it over on Twitter and stuff.
Dude,
I know you're
I love it. I love that show. You guys got to check out Front Row Material. It is one of the top 5 podcasts I listen to. No doubt. All right. Oh, God. This is getting too far. Sinister Minister, Lake of Reincarnation comes out as James Vanderbilt.
That's a tangent trap. That's a tangent trap. Keep going.
Mortis and Red.
Tangent traps.
I like this one right
Judas
here.
Macias Mil That could. Okay, I'm with this. He finds Judas Macias / Mil Muertes in the Undead realm. I'm not far off on that one. I'll go with that.
Macias, he just posted Ricky Banderas, whatever his name is. He just posted a classic pic of the Judas Macias character on his Facebook. Yeah.
So
So I was.
There's no place like home coming up.
That's true. I like.
No one has signed him. I'm like, I don't understand how no one has signed him. He's free and clear. He's going everywhere. But
he's a little older though. I don't know. Maybe that could be why. He's a little older. But I'd be down, man. I like the guy. I wouldn't mind if he came back for a little run.
I loved him in Lucha Underground. I mean, I loved him everywhere I've seen him. The guy is a monster.
Judas Macias, man. He didn't have enough of a run in TNA.
He was in and out, man. But
no, that quick little run with like Black Rain and stuff like that.
Yeah, it wasn't long, man. It was too short. All right, guys. The RVD thing was a little. It was slow. It was a heat seeker, right? You had Ryan pull the hand over to the crotch. RVD countered it. Pretty much disgusting each other, pissing each other off. RVD gets the win with a 5-star frog splash from the top, takes out Joey Ryan. I don't know if this is over. I don't know what else you can do. J-Bone, what do you even do with this one at this point? Do you just kill it off? Do you keep it going?
Well,
I love how he has the lollipop in time for the Joey Ryan segment. That's prop comedy. That is prop podcasting.
No.
See, the thing is between Joey Ryan and Katie Forbes, and so there's some kind of tension there.
Sexual,
but where it goes, I don't know. I mean, I'm really surprised. Okay, so RVD blocked the dick flip.
He did.
I wouldn't be surprised if Katie, I didn't look at spoilers. I don't want to know spoilers. No spoilers in the chat. We already got some spoilers at the top of the hour regarding the Hall of Fame. I don't know if we want to talk about that or not.
No.
That has not been revealed.
We don't partake in the spoilers.
Wait, there were spoilers? But I didn't see it. I don't want to know.
No, I did not see that.
The public put pictures out of who's going in the Hall of Fame. The company / ImpactWrestling.com has not officially revealed it yet.
Wait, they announced. Wait, when are they going to Hall of Fame? At Mania weekend or what? Well, we'll just wait for it to happen.
It's later. I didn't catch when. It's one of the big ones. It's like Slammiversary or Bound for Glory.
Is there more than one person?
There's just one so far.
Okay, all right. Go on.
That's enough.
I won't say.
That's
I didn't
enough.
see it. No spoilers, everybody.
That's enough. Move on.
I didn't see it. I'm glad. Okay.
Like a father.
It's a bad sign when Kyle is the mature one around.
That's enough. No spoilers.
Get those gunshot sound bites right now. I'm gonna go nuts at the end of this one. I'm gonna go fucking bananas at the end of this one. I'm gonna go. No, I'm better than Chef, baby. I'm a calculated gangster.
Oh yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I love how J-Bone's doing that with a Goldberg hat on.
Yeah, very gangster.
I'll spear your ass.
I'll spear your ass. All right. So what the hell are we doing?
That was hot. That was hot.
That was hot.
That was a soundbite.
Not like that.
Impact moment of the week. Flashback. Impact Plus moment of the week was Magnus taking on Eric Young. Eric Young defending his title from 2014. Apparently, Magnus got pissed off about this. I want to, and Colby Cooper's in the chat. He's familiar with what Magnus did. Apparently, he went off on this and bitched about it again. I think the guy he mentions TNA more and Impact more now that he's out of the company than he ever did when he was in the company.
Yeah, I actually just saw a Billy Corgan interview with who's that guy, Chris Van
Vliet.
Okay, he did an interview with Billy Corgan like in the past couple days, and throughout the interview, if you listen to it, he just like throws these quick shots at Impact. He's like, "Oh, but I'm not bitter. But I'm not bitter." Like, come on, man, you know.
And I show you guys this
bitterness, the bitterness of the NWA towards Impact Wrestling.
It's so stupid because it's not even the same company.
Yeah, and you share a title history, by the way, guys.
TNA, that company pretty much died. Like that form of TNA died with that whole shindig that happened back then. Out of that came what we have now, which is incredible.
Incredible.
Exactly. So, hey, I want to show you guys this.
It's on Access TV, not YouTube.
Look at my mouse pad. I never showed this guys to you guys. Look at this.
Oh man.
That's my mouse pad, guys.
Oh man.
That's nice. That's awesome.
Cross the line.
Dude, that's how old school I am. That's my mouse pad that I use.
That's some classic Kurt Angle stuff right there, because he was the one.
Got that out of a Don West brown bag.
I have a lot of Impact merch.
Nice.
Very nice. So yeah, Magnus always, I don't know, man. I met him during his championship run, and he was not friendly at all. They walked in.
Not a nice guy,
dude. I was at the Squared Circle restaurant, which used to be owned by Tara/Victoria. You know, she owned a restaurant in Chicago. We used to party there all the time.
Favorite?
My dad's favorite. Cal remembers. Yeah, he loved it. And we were hanging out there, you know, and a couple of guys walking. They did a double shot of shows. They did like College Town down south or up north from Chicago, or west, I should say. and they did Michigan the night before. I went to the Michigan show, and I'm hanging out the next day. They come back off the college show, and it's like EC3, Eddie Edwards, Robbie E, Magnus, and I forgot who else. I don't know. All I know is Magnus was a dick, man. He was not cool. Not cool at all, dude. I was like, you're the fucking champion. You're supposed to be super cool with people here. Not
was
cool at all.
Was he a heel at the time? Maybe he was, staying in character. Was it during the Dixieland? Come on.
This
during the
was
Dixieland run?
well, he had the title. He had a title during Dixieland.
He had to be a dick. He was doing his job, Trent.
I guess. I was like, you could be cool, man. You could be cool.
Living the gimmick, brother.
I met him right after that when he departed from TNA or Impact or whatever they were calling it then, and Jarrett was doing his Global Force Wrestling tour.
Yeah,
at
met him on that too.
Stadiums. I met Magnus on that, and the Good Brothers, and Duggan, and a bunch of other guys, and they were all the only one that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. That was real, just kind of like frozen. Was Sanjay Dutt? Like,
yeah, I heard he wasn't that cool.
Everyone else was like
really?
legit.
He seems like he'd be the coolest.
Be there and
it was a bad day for him, maybe. He might have gotten stuck on an airplane or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, he wasn't like mean. He was just like in the picture, he was like,
Wow. Just like not even entertaining the idea, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this picture to show you guys how uncool. He even looks like he's frustrated to be taking the picture with everybody. Like a picture with the group.
It was like at Melrose Ballroom after the show. To talents on the way out. I'm a very respectful fan. I don't go up to them and bother them. I'm standing there hanging out by the merch booth. And I'm watching other people vulture the wrestlers. And Ken Shamrock comes, sunglasses on, rushing out the door. People are trying to get a picture. Nothing. Just boom, right past them.
Really?
No time for that shit.
That's this picture right there. If you guys can see that, really good.
Tilt it.
Can't see that. No, you can't see that. Oh, no? There you go. A little something. A little something. Yeah.
Look at Magnus, just not looking happy at all.
Look at your baby face.
No, tilt it like top to bottom.
No, this not happening.
Not
happening, boys. Sorry.
But we can see Trent with the hair in there.
Well, hair's still here, but it was thicker then. But there was no beard.
Yeah, baby face Trent.
Baby face, man. But yeah, he was not happy to take that picture, man. Sucked. But whatever, the clip was the Eric Young taking him out, so he was bitter about that. Willie Mack is in the back, guys, hanging out with Johnny Swinger. Swinger comes back and he's like, I'll be by your side tonight, Daddy. I'm with you. And he's like the Mack and Pack. I got what do you say to Kyle? I got the Fuji dust.
The Fuji dust, the roll of quarters, the brass knuckles.
The brass knuckles are all in the pack.
The brass knucks.
He goes, just give me the Iggy and I'll be ready.
The Iggy.
Willie Mack's like, I got the Iggy for you right here, dog.
You guys swing?
You got it right here. You just stay right here. Just stay right here. And
you guys swing?
I love when they cut to Swinger. And he's like, I think something seems off. Dissension in the ranks.
You guys swing? You guys swing?
He's great.
Some dissension
in the ranks. He's great. But all right, so that's so we go out as Willie Mack's taking on Shera, and with each guy is with Shera is Gama, the great Gama, your great boy guy. Kyle.
Cha-Cha
Gama's there with Rohit, Raju, and but Willie Mack's their solo. Pretty standard match, power thick boy match. I feel Shera looked pretty good in this match. He looked a lot better than usual in this one. He looked crisper.
He looked better in this one than he did in the last face-off with Mack a few months ago.
Yes, because he looked a little rough around the edge, but I feel like he really had the swing of things on this one. The swing, you guys swing. He had the he was looking a lot better, man. He was looking a lot better on this one. I was happy with him. Raju comes in, interferes. The referee calls for the bell, but the ring announcer says he's been told that this is I'm sorry. Before that happens, Swinger comes down to save Willie Mack. got the chair doing the big Hogan swing of the chair.
The equalizer. Got the equalizer, brother.
The great equalizer. Then Don Callis like, I was waiting for him to play air guitar on the chair like Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
The ring announcer says this is now a tag team match, and it's going to be the Mack and Pack Connection.
The Mack and Pack Connection. I like that.
Take it on the Desi Hit Squad, which Willie's face, guys. You see Willie Mack's face. He's like, the fuck? You know, like he got that the fuck face going on.
Meme worthy.
Totally meme worthy. Not a bad match. It was pretty good. I thought these guys actually worked pretty well together. There was a little cheating involved. You know, Raju gets in there. He's a dastardly son of a bitch. He pisses off a lot of people with his mouth here in Chicago, but over there, dastardly tactics. But you know, Mack super kicks out of Raju's moves. Swinger tags himself in. Gama pulls Mack out of the way. Cheating. And then Shera gets him with the they do the little. They have this cool little finisher where Shera whips him into Raju, running knee lift back into the Shera set out power bomb. Desi Hit Squad takes the win. Big win for the Hit Squad though. They needed a win too.
Yeah.
That's 2 in a row.
Yep.
2 in a row for the Hit Squad.
Like us and Bones just wrote in the chat, winning streak.
Winning streak for sure. For sure. And Critical Stinks thing, I'm still disappointed in all of us for scoffing at Swinger getting signed.
That's true. I learned a valuable lesson from that situation.
Speak for yourself. I love Johnny Swinger.
I was questioning it. It was a head scratcher. But then it became one of the greatest things in a very long time. Ever. And
I'm trying to get.
I gotta say, while we have I have the floor and we're on the air.
You have the garage.
Impact. Somehow you hear this. I need a Swingman t-shirt. I need a Johnny Swinger t-shirt. Or Johnny Swinger, open up a pro wrestling. But then again, it defeats the purpose if he has a pro wrestling tees because he's from back in the day. He should have like a magazine like catalog, like ordering form.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally. We gotta go with this.
A Johnny Swinger fan club, something like that.
I'm in.
That's what he should do. But
we gotta do it.
I need a Swingman t-shirt. I need one.
We have any designers in the chat. Can somebody design it?
I'll run the hotline.
We need that. I need a Johnny Swinger t-shirt.
Johnny Swinger hotline. Hey, how's it going, Briz? How's it going, Briz? Everybody's Briz. We need to really play this up more, man.
I'm gonna try to bring Okerlund back from the dead and see if we can run the hotline for $2.99 a minute.
1-900-909-9900. Did anybody ever call that? You guys ever call that as a kid?
No.
Called it once.
I'm sure you did, Trent.
Trent
got beat with the belt, Daisy style.
I called it from my friend's. I called it from my friend's house like an asshole.
You little scumbag.
I was like, can I use your phone? On the phone, like 10 minutes. I'm like, and it's like,
I'm on the phone with my parents.
Dude, his parents must have been pissed.
Oh yeah,
I got Gene.
He got beat for it.
Look who's in the chat. Look who's up late today. Alicia's up late today. Look at that. Kyle's on the show. Alicia stays up late.
Late night loungers. Glad you guys are listening.
I like this idea.
Late night crew.
What do you got here? I see you swerve. It's Matt Hardy.
How do you throw the Ascension? Where do you get that from? I feel like that's such the Ascension. I don't know.
They just turned.
It's a random pick.
Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Lauren's in the back. Gabby Loren's in the back talking to Tessa Blanchard about her upcoming match with Ace Austin at Sacrifice. Lauren asks if she's prepared for Austin's mind games. And she says for months she dealt with Sami Callihan. No big deal. I can deal with his mind games. I can deal with what Ace Austin's got to dish out. He tried to bang Trey's mom. He tried to bang Eddie's wife. You know, I can handle him. And then
and she gave us this. She gave us a new soundbite.
He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag. That's true.
Tessa, champ.
He's a scumbag.
Beautiful.
That's a good one.
Ace walks up, puts his arm around Gabby Loren, who just quickly leaves after this, and then insults Tessa a little bit, and she starts beating the clutch was. He's like, it's all right. I like a girl who's got daddy issues. And then,
ain't that the truth?
And then she starts punching him. Screw you, Ace. You know, she's beating the shit out of him. And then I love I love the brother. I love the very I want to say sitcom-y almost, the way like everybody ran in at once to break it up. You know, everybody was like off camera. It was very much like a TV show, and I loved it. It was like cheesy at the same time, but it was funny. Like immediately, everybody ran in to break it up at the same time, like on cue. They were all just happened to be around.
I just love the line that Ace
Stand
gave.
back and let it
Tessa
happen,
was
Trent?
so nasty.
What do you say?
I like a girl with. He touches her face. He's like, I like a girl with daddy issues, and it's like,
God.
oh
God, it's creepy because we know who her dad is. Both dads.
yeah.
That's the thing. We know both her dads are.
But she's got two famous dads. Yeah, so it's like,
It's true. That's true. It's fun. I mean, this could be a good match, though. I think they're hyping it pretty nice. I like that they're already hyping it now. Like they still did Vegas, but they're already hyping Sacrifice now, which is pretty cool. So I like that. Very nice. We got Josh Matthews and Don Callis running through the card for next week. And in between here, we get the interruption. The fuzz. Josh actually acknowledges it, but the interfered message actually talks to us and says reality is lost. Scan the code, and it gives you the code.
and
Well, why
It
does
also
everybody think it's
says-
Sammy? Why is everybody jumping to that conclusion? You don't know who it is.
Exactly.
It could be anybody.
because, okay, so when Tessa became champ,
Mm-hmm.
she was doing the promo with Josh Matthews. Sammy came up on the screen with the whole testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Whatever he said. Cut his promo. She got pissed off, and he goes, I'm not hard to find. Come and find me.
Mm-hmm.
And they pan backwards, and it's like, oh shit, he's there. He's in the studio. She goes after him, finds the same studio. He's there. He cuts the rest of his promo on another screen behind her, and that was the end of that. So, and it was like a week or two after that all this ICU stuff popped up. That's why everyone's assuming it's still Sammy. And he hasn't been around. So that's like the obvious first guess. But I think there's something bigger to the picture here that's going to be stalking Tessa. The additional thing that the voice said behind the static, it said, scan the code, realityislost.com. It said, join the revolution.
Whose line is that? Does anybody have that line?
That's what
ECW t-shirts in the 90s?
That's what AEW said when they were starting their company.
And ECW t-shirts back in the day would say...
ECW said that too. Yeah.
Kyle, you have a great point. And I brought this up last week.
Not to cut you off,
real
J-Bone. Can you put
brief.
Flame 9118's comment on the screen? Continue.
This is
Tessa
good.
hit him so hard that he thinks he's Solomon Crow again. I like that.
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
He's
Finish your thought, Jevon. This is interesting.
drove him back to NXT. No, I'm kidding. I was looking for the clip earlier today, and I apologize that I couldn't find it. It must have been from like 2 weeks ago when I was like out walking. I was doggy sitting, and I was listening to Tommy Dreamer on the Busted Open Radio with David LaGreca.
Dude, are they paying you? Why do you keep name dropping that show?
Because it's
are
a
they paying
damn
you?
good show. No,
It's
they
not.
should,
It's
though.
a bad show.
Do you not like
paid
it,
me.
Kyle? You don't like the show?
I got history with the show, man.
Oh, that's what it is, J
I used
Bone.
to be a caller, dude. Kyle from Long Island. I used to call all the time.
Who does this guy have beef
tickets.
with?
I met Dave LaGreca in person. He was cool as hell, dude, because I won tickets. And we sat in the same row. And no, this is a true story, man. I'm not to open
I
up.
knew there had to be more to this. There's like this is
There
so
is.
random.
No,
How
no,
much is it here?
You just opened up something.
This is a repressed
I
memory.
used to, before I podcasted, you know, I'm a big radio Mark Trent.
You are.
Aside from
Yeah.
Busted Open, Howard Stern, all that
I was
stuff.
going to say Howard
Opie,
Stern.
Opie and Anthony, big radio fan. I would listen to Busted Open. It was a good show when they covered Impact. After a while, they stopped covering Impact as much, and I was a little annoyed at that. But what happened was they had the show. It was Dave LaGreca. It was Doug Mortman, and it was this guy, Larry Dallas. Larry Dallas works for Dragon Gate right now.
I remember Larry Dallas.
Yeah, Larry Dallas.
Yeah.
He was hysterical. And what happened was Sirius decided to fire Larry Dallas, get rid of Doug Mortman. Actually, Doug Mortman got promoted, but Larry Dallas got fired, and they brought in Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer. They sold out the show. They got rid of Larry, and they brought in all the big timers, a lot of WWE talent, and the show the show changed. It's still a good radio show, but the spirit of the show, everything about the show completely changed when they changed the lineup. And they have official WWE talent hosting the show. So they kind of pander a little bit, if you know what I mean. It's business, but the show changed after Larry Dallas got fired. And I got pissed off when Larry got fired. I thought it would be a good idea to, just call in and say, oh, bring back Larry, stuff like that. And I guess I got mad at Bully. I talked some shit to Bully on Twitter. Nothing too much, just like a nasty GIF. And Dave LaGreca, my radio hero, blocked me from Twitter. I don't know what I said. You don't understand how many hours of my life I've spent listening to him, studying him. One of my broadcasting heroes blocked me on Twitter, and all that happened. And then, it's been a while since then. And, I'm over it. I'm not bitter over Larry getting fired anymore. And it is a good show, but they don't talk about Impact too much. When Tommy's on, they do. I wish Dave LaGreca would unblock me on Twitter, though, because he's a hero.
Make a public plea for Dave LaGreca to unblock you.
Yeah, I was bitter over Larry, and the show did change without a doubt, but it's still a great radio.
Can you guys all tweet Dave LaGreca and tell him to unblock Kyle from
Unblock Kyle. We met. I met him a few times. They did live shows in the city. I've gone to their live show more than once.
Unbelievable.
And I used to tear it up when I called in. They loved me.
I'm a newer fan of the show. I've been listening to him on and off and watching the clips and everything. I met Dave LaGreca at All In.
He's a hell of a guy. He's super cool.
And I told him I was J-Bone from Smash This Podcast. He goes, the name of your show is Smash This Podcast? He goes, oh, my God. And I'm like, is that good or bad? But I got a picture with him. But very nice guy.
What's his background? Is he from a promotion or something? Where is he from?
He's got a great radio voice.
He's been different radio jobs throughout the years, but he's been hosting Sirius's wrestling program for a long time. It's one of
Fight Nation. He's been doing it. Busted Opens I think he said 10 years
old. Guys, we've given them a free commercial. Let's move on.
We sure have.
Yes, let's move on now.
But no, my
block me on
point,
Twitter, please, Dave.
My point before we started the whole LaGreca thing, let me just quick spit this out.
Spit it out.
Tommy was talking about, they were talking about the ICU thing. David and Tommy were going back and forth about it. And David said something like, well, what if Tommy was, went heel and became the leader of ICU or something? And Tommy got dark. He went, he was like, he's like, I don't know if the people could handle that.
If he went heel?
If he went heel. And
a little while.
Tommy?
I honestly.
Evil old Tommy?
It makes.
This is the elder statesman.
It makes
justice, like I say all the time. No.
Thomas Nightmare?
No way.
Thomas Nightmare?
It's got to be somebody young, fresh talent. Somebody.
I don't. Yeah, dude, it would be such a fart in church if it's Tommy Dreamer.
But who's been there for Tessa since day one? Since last year, building up Tessa throughout this whole thing was Sammy and her. He was there to pick her up when she lost at Slammiversary. He was there again this year when shit got to the championship.
I'd be bummed.
I think that's
if it
a
was
reach,
Tommy.
man. I think that's a reach.
I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying, but I just feel like it would be like a like that's it, like those Tommy Dreamer.
Well, wait till it plays out, because Tommy can seriously whip some shit. He sells everything like he's old, and he just took a chair to the balls from Ace Austin. But just wait.
I don't want it to be Tommy. I just don't want it to be Tommy. I don't think it's Sammy,
Tommy, but doesn't fit.
I think it's too easy for it to be Sammy. That's my take on it.
I agree, Kyle, that it doesn't fit because he's been such a guy to be in her corner, and he's been so squeaky clean, and he's always been the hero of the show. So yeah, it doesn't fit.
We got a new we got somebody in the chat.
Anybody.
It's called Alliance Performance Ensemble. I've never seen this person, but he's saying it's a reach around there, boss.
It is.
Okay, so let's address
this one. Is that Shera on that photo?
No.
I don't
Is that
think
really?
so.
Wait, Mario, is that you, Mario Alexander? Wow, welcome to the show. I thought that was Mahabali Shera for a second.
Right.
Shit, very nice. Is
But-
Taya gone? Taya's not gone. She
No.
confirmed. She's confirmed. She's signed till January 21.
Yeah.
We got it for the year, boys.
Yeah. It's not that she re-signed. It's called her.
La güera loca.
She signed a 2-year contract
Mm-hmm.
early last year.
Yeah, so
So,
she's
yeah,
there.
there you go.
She's in. La Huera Loca, our favorite knockout, the fan of the show. She's there.
It's just going to be very interesting to see where she goes from here. I mean, and I'll agree with everyone else. It felt like this could have been her exit, but you know what?
No.
I can't wait to see what she's going to do next because she was so damn good as champ with Johnny Bravo.
It'll go
Well, let's
down
talk
in
about the
history
match.
as the greatest knockouts.
Let's talk about the
championship
match.
of all time. Let's get into it, boys. Let's
All
take
right,
it
main
home.
Main event. Jordynne Grace. Big fight feel though. I love the split screen before the commercial break. I love that kind of shit. Them all warming up, getting ready, jacked up, and then this was it. You could tell. Look at the face, man. Jordynne comes in. She's focused. She's got that look on her, like this is her first main event. Big deal. Taya comes out looking like a star. Johnny Bravo looking like a star. Red Sox and all. Bravo looked fantastic. Taya looked fantastic. This match,
Bowler Bravo.
oh, dude, this match was fun. I loved how good. Here's the thing about Taya. Taya is not some technical, incredible wrestler, but she is such a character in the ring.
She probably
In
could
and
be.
out of the ring, right? Like she knows how to just pace that character at the right moments throughout the match. She doesn't have to do anything technical. She's very basic moves, but she knows when to look at the crowd, when to engage the crowd, when to insult her opponent, when to insult the crowd, when to do a cheat move. While she's turned away, Bravo's in there choking out Jordynne Grace. Like it is such a well-oiled machine with these two. It's perfect. It is
Top
absolutely
notch.
perfect.
Yes.
It
All
was
that.
I thought it was a great match. It was built so well. Dude, I thought it was probably Taya's best match. I really loved it. I thought she did a fantastic job. Hit her finisher on the stage. That looked brutal.
Oh man.
I like that they both looked strong in this match.
Yeah,
Taya
yeah,
did not
yeah.
look weak, right? At all.
And
Kinda like
Josh said on commentary, I forget what his exact quote was, but he said something basically in a nutshell that although she does cheat and have Johnny Bravo, don't get it wrong. Taya can go out there.
She
Like
sure
they
can.
still portray her like yes, she does the chicken shit stuff sometimes, but they still remind you that she's dominant and she will kick your ass.
she will, man.
I'll tell
No,
you
she's a
what,
tough
man.
chick.
I was surprised at how much Johnny Bravo got involved here. Because usually
A
he's
lot.
kind of the joker, like off to the side. He's, walking the dog. He's interacting with the crowd. He's getting them pissed off, fired up, whatever. And he was choking her out and strangling her
Oh, yeah.
with the leash.
A lot.
I was like, wow, Johnny. I mean, it was just more than I expected.
And
I'm
it's
not
crazy with
criticizing
Johnny
it. It
Bravo
was great.
because somebody that was a referee, who would expect them to get thrown into a manager role and just turn to gold? He's great. He gets better and better every episode. Who would have thought the referee would be such a hell of a manager?
I gotta encourage anybody. Go listen to Johnny Bravo's interview with Tommy Dreamer on the House of Hardcore podcast.
Oh man,
Listen-
I got to give that a listen.
dude, it's a two-parter. His story is awesome. His
Yeah, yeah.
journey to doing this is fantastic.
Oh, it's
the
a
guy- you-
two-parter?
Two-parter. I think it's two-parter. Yeah, I think it's two-parter.
Millard
think-
Harris just threw something in the chat that's got me excited. Leader
what
of
do we got?
ICU, Jimmy Jacobs. How about that? How about that?
Mm,
Well, he's
I
got
could see
choices
it.
here.
Jimmy Jacobs,
A
Taya.
throwback to like the Age of the Fall type Jimmy. You know what I mean? Something
If anybody remembers
That's-
the Age of the Fall.
a
That's-
modern version of that with the whole hacker gimmick, dude. You got something great.
Jimmy Jacobs. I think he's slowing down now, man. He's a writer at Impact. He's
That's true. That's true.
sporadic at AEW now.
That's true. I'd like to see the Railroad Spike brought out one more time.
One more time would be nice.
Old
But
time.
he's slowing down a little bit, He's coming up with a lot of the Undead Realm stuff. Apparently, that's all Jimmy Jacobs, man. He's doing all that. So
Creative genius.
I've worked with him at AEW. The guy he's a genius, man. His stuff is very brilliant. Just the way he gets in his zone. He's very eccentric. He's extremely eccentric.
This match made me remember something that they put on the show earlier. It was great that they showed the history that's been going on almost a year between these two. You had them, she's became #1 contender a few times, and she's always come up just a little short,
Yep.
So it was a great reminder of where they've come and how good Taya became over the course of the last couple of years, and to see Jordynne Grace grow from joining the roster to become champ now. So that was nice that they tied it all together. That was really cool.
Impact has done a great job with this slow burn, the slow build storytelling. Got to give them that. Jordynne Grace, well deserved, overdue. Taya had a legendary run that'll be historic, record breaking, but it's Jordan's time. So yeah. I'm on Team Jordynne. I've been, and I can say that. You guys remember she first signed. I bring it up as much as possible. You guys were iffy about her.
I was definitely iffy about her.
I was a big fan. Still am.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We laughed all the way to the belt.
You're right.
You guys naysayed.
Almost 2 years, right? 2 years to the belt.
Just about.
Just about.
Well,
just about. Year and a half.
Jordynne Grace, come on, everyone. Round of applause for
Jordynne Grace.
Well deserved.
She
well deserved knockouts.
She was on the top of the rope. She was going to squash Taya. Bravo lays to protect her, and then Jordan's like, "Screw it." She squashed them both, took him out. Bravo's out. Picks up Taya. She hits her Grace driver 1, 2, 3. We got a new champ, and the emotion was flying, boys.
Oh yeah,
she was emotional about that win, for sure.
One highlight from the match that just made me jump out of my seat was when Taya powerbombed Jordynne onto the steps.
Dude, that was losing it. Critical Sting's comment here is getting J-Bone to lose it. Is this the grace period?
The grace period.
I'll see myself out.
Wow.
That's a good one. I'm gonna give him that one. Grace period. Very nice. Very nice.
What a dad joke.
That's totally a dad joke. I don't think Critical Sting's a dad, so you shouldn't be doing dad jokes like this. But that was it, guys. That was the episode.
Well, okay. The dad in the group popped. So
you popped the dad.
I could be a dad. I wouldn't know.
Cal, you probably are a father.
Wouldn't know.
I'd imagine you're a father.
Back in Vietnam,
In Nam.
Yeah.
Back when I was in Nam.
Got some kids back in Nam.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or in Long Island. Or in Manhattan somewhere. There's some kids out there.
Never know.
Kyle,
might in Wisconsin. You never know.
How often do you make it to Manhattan? What is it about Long Islanders that don't like to go anywhere outside of Long Island?
Oh, we hop on the train and go to the city. We go to Impact shows. We go
the LIRR, the Long Island Railroad.
Yeah. Lately I've been driving. I like to hop on the Long Island Expressway, take it right into Queens.
Very nice. Okay, but you don't get to Manhattan too much. Is that what you just hanging around?
Once in a while.
All right. Just checking. I like Manhattan. I like New York City. Very nice. All right, boys. Well, that's the review. That's the February 11th, 2020 episode of Impact Wrestling. I like the women main eventing. That was cool. The title that it gave the Knockouts title some importance. What do you got, Jay?
My only criticism is the timing of this. Mm-hmm. I feel like this match, this main event, should have happened at Sacrifice. I feel like it would have built up that event a little more instead of having it on TV. But sometimes you gotta have big shit.
You gotta keep the TV exciting, though. You can't always just build for the pay-per-view. You gotta keep the TV show exciting.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice. That's because next week Jordan's defending it against Havoc a week later. So it's like,
it's nice to give Mexico a little bit of a pop, though. It's a regular stop now, and this was the biggest Mexican crowd so far, loudest. You want to take care of Mexico a little bit too. Give them something. I
like how they're going to the same couple of locations. Every year.
You build up.
New York. They're building audiences. Building impact counts.
The biggest Mexico draw and the biggest Vegas draw. Like it takes some time. You keep massaging the audience, right?
Yeah. They do. Somebody I work with. I was talking about Impact. I got a coworker in the janitor field that's an Impact fan, and he's saying that he noticed that they've been coming around again. He's talking about he saw them at the Westbury Theater don't know if you're familiar with that. It's
No,
a dome.
where's that?
It's a dome on Long Island. During the Hogan era, they did a couple house shows there.
Interesting.
But yeah, Impact fans are out there, man.
They're going to Atlanta. They're breaking into Atlanta next month. They're going over to Lockdown's going to be in Windsor.
I can't
Canada.
wait for Lockdown. I've called for it on the show. I love Lockdown.
I'm going to Lockdown.
With it.
Hey,
I'm going.
there.
We have a comment from Dad Ass and Titties. I want to know who this is.
Is that for the comment or for the ass and titties?
Ass and Titties.
I'm
I don't
just,
know.
I'm just staring.
Dad Ass
Sorry.
and Titties. Can they add more location? Well, they're adding Atlanta. They're adding Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
Atlanta's being added, and they're
The
adding
ATL.
some more. There's more this year, from what I'm told, guys. More
Nice.
happening this year. So that's going to happen, boys. This is a big year for them. They got more going on, and there'll be more towns this year. So I like the idea of the same towns. You warm them up, and then you draw bigger and bigger and bigger. Good for them.
With it.
Well, that's gonna do it, guys. That's it. That's the show. Anything else? We miss anything? We're going to Vegas next week.
I want to surprise you guys with something that Mrs. J-Bone worked on diligently over the last couple days.
Mrs. J-Bone.
It's
has
the
been
mold
on-
of J-Bone's penis. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Hello.
It's like the
Mrs.
statue of David, you son of a bitch.
wanna
Mrs.
see
J-Bone, Kyle, Mrs. J-Bone debuted on the Throwback podcast we do on the OG channel, the Total Nonstop Impact channel. She made a quick cameo.
Really? Mrs.
made a quick-
J-Bone.
Well, J-Bone, go ahead and show us. Go ahead and show us what we got.
Wife.
Oh God.
You
can't
just gonna
bring
mute
women
your
around.
ass.
Yep, there it is. There it is. The one true eight. What are you going to show us, Jay?
All right, so we were talking about the Dup Cup, and Trent and I are having so much fun reviewing the throwback episodes and how just crazy they are, and a lot of fun. And we've been cracking up with this whole Dup Cup Invitational. And so it's like, I don't remember exactly how. I got to go back and see how the conversation went, but we have the official TNI Bone Dup Cup, folks.
Boned up
Ready?
cup.
Bone
Can we
Dup Cup.
get a
The Bone
can we
Dup
get
Cup? I like that.
Can we get a drum roll, please? Boom.
Ding. Holy shit.
The Bone Dup Cup.
Oh my God, the TNI boned up cup.
Wow. Wow, that is spectacular.
This is beautiful. This is
Fantastic.
beautiful. Holy shit, she did a great job with that label.
Bone Dup Cup.
Holy crap. We have our own cup, the boned up cup. This is great. We for those who don't know, we've been watching the NWA TNA shows on the Total Nonstop Impact channel. Watching those, reviewing those. There's been a thing in the early days called the Dups, or a tag team, Goof, and they had the Dup Cup Invitational.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Dup Cup?
Of course.
We got the boned. There was stand up, bowed up, fluffed up, and now we have the boned up cup.
Hey.
Amazing. So if you guys want to check out old school NWA TNA, go to Total Nonstop Impact. Go to that channel. It's on there along with some other shows. Impacted. We got some fresh stuff on there going on.
We're having so much fun because Trent watched them when they were live back almost 20 years ago, and so he's rewatching them and revisiting them.
So there's
I've
a student and master relationship going on this podcast. Trent the guru and J-Bone the young grasshopper.
He's the Padawan.
He's older than you. He's the young grasshopper.
I don't know if you can call the old fart the Padawan, but yeah, sure, I'll take that role.
Grandpa.
Wait, Kyle, did you watch the NWA TNA shows back in the day when you were a kid?
So when they were on, I wasn't watching them, but throughout the years, through the internet and Impact's various streaming services throughout the year, I have watched them. I have. It's been a while, but I have watched them.
All right, cool. Well, check it out, man.
But now, if I want to go back in with my Impact Plus, I could go watch some Trent and J-Bone to follow along, take the journey. We all take the adventure together.
I encourage everybody to go ahead and get your Impact Plus, $8 a month, 30-day free trial. Catch up with us on the NWA TNA shows as we review them on the the throwback channel. But
Dope.
all right, guys, let's let these people go. It's about an hour and a half. This is long. Kyle, it's late as shit for you.
It's late. I'm tired.
All right, let's get your
Get
plugs
outta
in.
here.
You can go first. What are your plugs? Where can people find you, Kyle?
Follow me on the Twitter sphere at KL_TNI. Dave LaGreca, please unblock me.
Oh, Mrs. J-Bone's in the chat. Mrs. J-Bone, man,
Oh,
we got to
Hello.
thank her
Sure.
for the trophy. Mrs. J-Bone with
Love
the
it.
trophy. Beautiful
the
job.
boned up cup.
Beautiful job, Mrs. J-Bone. Love it. Beautiful. It's awesome. Thank you for doing that. Awesome. KL_TNI for Kyle. Follow him. He's around, guys. Not too much, but he's around every now and then.
Pop up.
J-Bone, where can people follow you, sir?
You can follow me over on that other little podcast called Smashes Podcast, where we cover all sorts of stuff in the world of wrestling. Smashes Podcast is also found on Instagram, the Twitter box, and Facebook. You can find me personally on the Twitter box at JBone5150. That's JAYBONE 5150.
Beautiful. Guys, you can find me at Vanilla Joke on Instagram and Twitter, or Hemi Music, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Today was the 2-year anniversary of my last album, Avalon, that had all the Plaid Impact Wrestling. I even got a shout out, boys. I got a shout out from James Storm. Killer Cross gave me a public shout, which was really nice of him. I appreciate that.
And I saw that
That is
Hemi was
tremendous.
featured on Access TV, Trent.
Dude, this is small, real quick. There's a show on Access TV called On the Road, Life on the Road with Brian Johnston from AC/DC.
Oh, yeah.
And he had Sting with him, like the singer Sting. And they went to the old
The singer
CBGB.
Sting from the Police, not the rest.
Yeah, not the
singer
rest.
Sting.
They were they went to the old CBGBs in Manhattan, the Lower East Side.
Is that
the
gone?
Bowery.
Is that long gone?
Well, it's a John Varvatos fashion store now, but they
Oh.
kept the original walls, and they got them all the original walls. They're doing a little tour around, and my buddy's watching, and he's like, "Holy shit! There's a Hemi sticker on the wall."
Oh, man.
And he's like, he takes a photo. Sure enough, it's like Brian Johnson, Sting, and there's a Hemi sticker right there in the scene with him. I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Man.
Access TV. Access has been good to me.
Hemi is just a mainstay on Access
On
TV
Access
television.
TV, baby.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Guys, don't forget, you can follow the show at We Talk Impact, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Just type in We Talk Impact, all one word, or Total Nonstop Impact. Show comes right up. Follow us on all social media platforms. We love hearing from you guys. Also, don't forget, you can follow the show. You can listen to it wherever podcasts are found: Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, and YouTube on the Impact Lounge, which is where this is broadcasting, or the Total Nonstop Impact channel. Get those gunshots ready, Kyle. This is still, I don't give a shit what anybody says, this is still the #1 goddamn Impact Wrestling podcast in the world. I don't care who else is out there. There's nobody covering it like us. Weekly reviews, throwback reviews. God, we even got the Impacted show from our boys in the UK. Bison and Joker are doing the Impacted show, character profiles. Nobody's pumping out Impact Wrestling podcast material like we are. This is still #1. I don't care how many other podcasts claim they are the best out there. They're not. You can have all the Twitter followers you want. Doesn't mean you get all the content we want. You want. This is the one the boys.
Trent.
That's right. Cock the gun. This is the one all the boys listen to, guys.
Busting cats.
Absolutely. This is the one the wrestlers listen to. This is the one the talent listens to. This is the one the fans listen to. This is the one the best of the best in the goddamn podcast Impact Wrestling sphere. And that's all I got to say. Thank you all for joining us. One more time. Thank you all for joining us in the chat. You guys are awesome. Staying up so late with us. I love the guys. I love our listeners so much. They're so fucking great to us. We have such a great fandom and listeners. Our numbers keep going up. More and more listeners coming in every week. I love it. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
We have the best audience in all
Thank
podcasts.
you. The best damn audience ever. And they are, look, it's late as shit. And they're hanging out with us.
The late night lounges, man. We're hanging out.
Beautiful. Nobody's got the fan base like we do, boys. Nobody's got this like we got. Des, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We thank you for hanging out with us. Check us out. We will be back. Jay, is there a new Impact to show this weekend?
Not this weekend. There's Sacrifice and the other Twitch show Outbreak, I believe.
No. Is there another the Impact with Bison and Joker? They got another one coming out Sunday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In fact, I got to produce it in the morning. Yeah.
All right. We got another one coming out from Impacted. We'll be back Monday night with a throwback show. And then this will be up on all the iTunes stuff tomorrow morning. Guys, rate, review, subscribe. We love you. Thank you very much, guys. Boys, say goodbye to the audience. We love you guys. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for hanging out.
Gangsta Trent.
Gangsta Trent. God damn.
Gangsta Trent. Bust those caps, Trent.
That's right.
We out of here, folks.
See you, boy.
Total Nonstop
Good night,
Impact. Thank
everybody.
you for listening. If you were listening to the audio, make sure you go back on YouTube so you can see the lounge's comments. Make sure to click that live comment button and click that subscribe button and click that like button.
Smash that like
And then
button.
go check out our other channel, Total Nonstop Impact, outside of the Impact Lounge. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good morning. Whatever. Get us out of here.